Welcome to instalment 3 of the Glen Fuels Hurling Team of the Year. If you've missed the goalkeeper, full back line and half back line, there are already 2 videos up on Wexford GAA social media channels. But now it's the time to pick the 2 midfielders, number 8 and number 9, on our Team of the Year. And the 8 nominees, first of all, are Lee Chin, Jack Doran, Aidan Doyle, Tommy Dwyer, Conal Flood, Kevin Foley, Ryan Mann and Jamie Reck. Ed, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, a lot of good talent there, Kevin Foley, his performance with Rapparees against Rathmore was standout. 9 points of play and a line ball, He was struggling for form at Wexford this year, but by God, he had some club championship for the Rapparees. And Jamie Reck had a good year for Igate. I remember him against Rathmore in Ross, he was outstanding. Jack Dorn chipped in with his few scores every day, And what can you not say about Lee Chin? He was everything for the Harriers. I think people don't realise how close the Harriers were to win that championship this year. Had they got over the Raps, it would have been very hard to stop them.
They kept improving that, didn't they?
Every day they were improving, young talent. Of course, Conal Flood is named midfield, which I disagree with because he played centre back and centre forward. He was outstanding in the relegation final, and of course he was very good centre back as well. I think Flood is a player now that the county team is going to have to seriously look at him as a forward. I think he could bring an extra dimension to the Wexford forward line. He's very good left and right getting scores.
And your thoughts, Liam? Maybe an extra couple of lads there that Ed mightn't have mentioned yet.
Yeah, I agree with Ed about Conal Flood because he didn't play there for the club, but they're probably the unlucky club as well, like the Harriers. A lot of unlucky clubs in the championship this year. Actually, there was a hair's breadth between some of the results and the way things had gone. Like Lee Chin is a leader for his club, and he does it. He's one of those. A lot of players are not able to do it at club level and do it at inter-county level, but he's one of those players that does seem to do it. Jamie Reck for me was outstanding all year. Ryan Mann had a good year again. He was in and out of midfield. He was half back line one day, he was playing as a spare man another day. And where would you leave Tommy Dwyer? I thought Tommy was fantastic this year, and Tommy's very unlucky if he wasn't to be picked at midfield because he, on days when Ferns were struggling, he got on the ball. He's a tough little nut. He's not, you've heard against him often enough. You get no minutes piece with Tommy around, and he has brilliant skill and brilliant wrist, and he's able to score as well.
One thing with Tommy Dwyer, we're getting on to, he's probably playing senior 18 years now, and he's a great man to get free and wrap the arm around it and get it.
But he's able to hurl though.
He's able
to score as well.
Probably his best year apart from, he had a good year in 13 when we beat him in the final, but I think Tommy Dwyer probably had his best year.
He's one of the reasons Ferns won as well. You mentioned.
I think it's his footwork. He's great feet. I think the boxing comes into play there. Yeah. But Des is saying 18 years. I remember Tommy Dwyer playing in 2003, which is 19 years ago. That's 20 seasons,
And he's as tough as old boots.
It was great to see players like Tommy
get a medal.
And another player, I suppose, that we haven't dwelt that much on that's nominated is Aidan Doyle, and his running and powerful running is really central to a lot that Gorey.
I do think Aidan Doyle played a lot centre forward this year.
I think again another guy that was a little bit maybe in and out of positions, which makes it more difficult.
I think Aidan Doyle is he's suited to a Roman role at centre forward because he's a good athlete and whatever. But he's a player I'd like to see push on a little bit more. There's probably a bit more in him in regard of he's borderline county and not county. But Aidan Doyle had a really good year. He's a good man for 3 or 4 points, but he's at high level for club. Is there more in him to maybe step onto a county panel and do that? Because at the minute in Wexford we're looking for maybe 2 or 3 players to come on with the likes of Paddy Foley and them going away. But I do think midfield, I do think Lee Chin, Kevin Foley were really outstanding this year. And as we say, a lot of lads going past wouldn't have done a lot would have done more for their county than their club. But Kevin Foley, as Ed said, had a particularly poor year for Wexford this year, but he was outstanding from the World Cup.
I think in fairness I wouldn't call it a poor year. I think
his own standards.
But he was playing sweeper for the last 3 years, and then he was completely different position. It takes a while to get used to that. If you remember Sean Murphy, it took him a little while to get used to not being a sweeper again.
You could say it's a kind of a problem area for Darragh Egan, midfield. So you're looking to club midfielders, and when we talk about the nominees, a lot of those fellas played in the half back line, half forward line. You could say there's no club that has really a settled midfielder.
But I do think with Kevin Foley, he likes being, when he's with the Raps, he's the main man, and when he's with Wexford, he's probably, maybe they should be incorporating more in regard of, like, he's a good man to get a score. Like,
give him the ball,
give him the ball, and like, he can, to me, he can play centre forward.
I think that'd be a very good position.
Like,
for him.
he is being.
When he was younger, as a minor, he was always corner forward, and he was very good forward.
Yeah, our biggest challenge, when you look at players there, our biggest challenge at Wexford hurling, from the hurling club hurling, even we saw last Sunday, is our ability to win ball in the air. I think has diminished. I might be a bit harsh there, but we're looking at players that we pick here.
You look at the Ballygunner and Ballyhale match last Sunday. Like, the big difference to me why Ballyhale would win that was because Ballygunner had very similar forwards in regard of the 6 smaller forwards, whereas you look at down at Ballyhale. They have TJ Reid.
No disrespect to you,
but I know what you mean. Like, you do need a couple of bigger lads with the smaller guys to break up play, because if the long ball, they have Colin Fennelly, Adrian Mullen, Owen Cody, and that's where I think.
If you go back, sorry Des, if you go back to your Leinster Championship game this year, you were beaten in the air by Kilbarry. Essentially, weren't you?
Yeah,
they were very good in the air.
Well, that's all.
I know we're breaking away from the discussion, but midfield is a crucial area, and you have to have 2 guys there that are able to go up and win the ball in the air.
Well, who are we going to pick as the first midfielder, Liam?
Well, the number 8 shirt was probably the easiest decision we've had to make this evening, maybe, is Lee Chin from Foyt Harriers.
And Des, the number 9 jersey.
Kevin Foley, another automatic on the team, for me anyway.
So, probably a couple of lads maybe unlucky to miss out, considering how good that Kevin Foley and Lee Chin were both this year. But congratulations for the number 8 jersey for Lee Chin, and the number 9 jersey goes to Kevin Foley on this year's Glenfuel's Hurling Team of the Year.